In this example, we're asked to graph f of x equals 1/2 raised to the x power. And this is a good example of what happens when the base is between 0 and 1. But before we get started, I want to point something out. 1/2 can be thought of as 2 raised to the minus first power. So this is 2 to the minus first raised to the x. When I raise a power to a power, I multiply. So I could also write this down as 2 to the minus x. When I talk about rules for exponential functions and their graphs, we think about the base being between 0 and 1 or bigger than 1. And when I'm talking like that, I'm talking about my exponential function being written down like this, where x is positive. I have to remember that if I see something written down like this, 2 to the minus x, it's really 2 to the minus first to the x, which is really 1/2 to the x, which makes it fit in this category of things. So look for those negative exponents and make sure that you're thinking correctly. This is exponential growth, but this, because it's really this, is exponential decay. All right, let's see if I can build a table of values and see what this graph looks like. I'm going to pick some pretty boring values of x, but they try out all of the things I usually like to think about, right? Some negative values, 0, and some positive values. All right, so I need to plug -2 in. I can cheat and look at this formula, right? If I plug a -2 in here, I'll get 2 raised to the minus -2. That's 2 squared. I'm going to get out 4. If I put -2 in here, right, I'll get the reciprocal, right? The negative exponent tells me to take a reciprocal, so it would still be 4. Here, I'll get out 2. Plug in 0, I'll get out 1. Plug in a 1, we'll get out a 1/2, and then finally, when I square this, I get out 1/4. So over here at -2, I get out a y value of 4 at -1. Y value is 2. At x equals 0, I get y is 1. And then at 1, I get a 1/2, and then finally a 1/4. Just like the last example, we get a horizontal asymptote, this time on the right-hand side. My horizontal asymptote on the right-hand side, because as x keeps getting bigger and bigger, I'll keep getting smaller and smaller fractions, but always positive numbers. This is exponential decay, and that happens when my base is between 0 and 1. So if the base is bigger than 1, we get exponential growth. Bases between 0 and 1, we get exponential decay.